Hey guys, welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the 3-star Frostblaze Dragon, as well as how to use it. Hey guys, this month I'm giving away a PlayStation 4. All you have to do is comment on this video to enter, but be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified whenever I post a video, because to pick the winner, I'll be randomly selecting one comment from each video I post throughout the month, then selecting one of those people at random to win the console. So the more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Good luck. Okay, so basically what happened was last night I was laying in bed playing auto chess like I normally do right before I go to bed, getting some games in of the new season, trying to test some things out. And I got into this game and I started getting to the point where I felt like I can get a 3-star Frostblaze Dragon. I wasn't streaming, I wasn't like, on my computer or anything. I was playing it on my phone. So I actually had to record it from my phone. So I whipped out Mobizen on the App Store, downloaded it, threw it up, started recording, and I was like, I think this is actually gonna happen. Now, I would have rather had it done on stream. If you guys don't watch my streams, it's twitch.tv/Claytano. Be sure to follow me there. Also check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Claytano. The links are in the description below. I post a lot of cool stuff that you guys might find interesting. But with that being said, I was able to record it actually happen. I didn't get the full game, unfortunately, but I do want to talk through it a little bit as well. But first, let's take a look at the illustration of the 3-star Frostblaze Dragon before we get into the gameplay of it actually happening. So this is the 1-star version, and it kind of looks like a eel. It doesn't really have too many horns or anything. It has like 2 on each dragon head, and that's about it. And it has these like little baby horns on the body. I think it's a body, but I also think there's like a dragon face underneath it that you can't quite see. This is the 2-star version as well, and it just looks a little bit more beefy. It has 2 horns on the body. It has a little bit bigger horns on the top, and then of course the tail, and then it has this like back thing, which, like I said, I think this is a 3rd dragon. Yeah, he has a mouth that's open. You can see his eyes there a little bit better. And now officially the 3-star Frostblaze Dragon. Honestly, it doesn't quite look much different than any of the other versions, but it's a little bit more beefed up. It has 3 horns now on the body. It has 5 horns on each dragon head, and it actually looks quite cool while it's in the gameplay. Alright, so here's the first look at the clip of me actually getting the 3-star Frostblaze Dragon, and I apologize, the resolution is a little bit off because it was recorded from my phone and it's not quite 1080p for whatever reason. However, this build I thought was super fun. It's a 6-Knight 3-Dragon build, which is kind of a classic build from back in the day. Instead of having to just go Knights, Glacier, and no life into that every single time, this gives you more options to choose from now because you're already building the Evil Knight, you're building Soul Reaper. Just might as well go ahead and throw in the other egg assists to give you 4 egg assists at the same time. And then honestly, the Frostblaze Dragon being a Warlock fits so perfectly because you get that extra 2 Warlock bonus. And here it is, the 3-star Frostblaze Dragon. I was able to get 3 eggs plus 2 2-star Frostblaze Dragons. And you can see it looks way better in the game, I think, than it does on the illustration, because I don't know, it's just like it's flying, it's moving around, it's like right next to all of your other units. And I was kind of nerfing myself a little bit. You see me take off the Soul Reaper as well as the Aegis Ranger, so that way I can basically see more of the unit play, and instead of just like killing him. And I know there's a couple comments from my last video of like, why didn't I do this, why didn't I do that? Well, I do actually like making interesting content for you guys rather than just like winning every single game. I know how to play the game. I've been queen like every single season except for season 1 because nobody was queen season 1 because of the MMR. But I know how to play the game, guys. I just want to give you guys some interesting stuff to look at, and I think a 3-star Frostblaze Dragon is interesting to watch. And honestly, I haven't seen anybody else get one yet, so this might be the first one in the world. I don't think I'm going to title the video like that, but also you have the 3-star Umbra there as well that you guys can see. And then how often do you get to see a Roshan game at the same time? But when I was seeing that I was getting close to being able to like get this, I started like, taking things off the board, not like killing the other guy too quickly. And obviously you don't want to do that in like real games or if you're trying to win, but if you want to go for like some fun stuff, then that's when I do that. But I also wanted to see Roshan, and then now you can see the full build together: 6 Knights, 4 Aegis, 3 Dragons. You get the humans there from the 2 Knights, the Argali Knight as well as the Dragon Knight. I had some insane items, by the way, which I want to talk about a little bit if you guys stick around after the clip here. But I'll give you guys some insight on like what the best items are and how to really take advantage of it and abuse them, because they're extremely, extremely useful or unuseful depending on what you get. And here's a little bit of a insight of what I use the Frostblaze Dragon for. I'm going to go into more in-depth detail after this clip as well, but you see where the positioning of him, I'm isolating part of his team so that way I can just take out a couple of them and not have to deal with the entire team. And I'll explain it more in detail of how it actually works and everything as well. But there it is, guys, the 3-star Frostblaze Dragon. Of course, this team is gonna take out the mages, no problem. It's 6 knights, 4 agresses, absolutely ridiculous. 3-star Hell Knight, 3-star Lightblade Knight as well. It was just an insane game. I wish I would have recorded it on stream, but you know, great games don't always happen on stream, but I'm glad I was able to get it for you guys here. All right, so now that you saw the 3-star Frostblaze Dragon in action, I want to explain in more detail what this skill does and how to use it to your advantage as best as you possibly can. Now, I'm not saying that the Frostblaze Dragon is the best legendary in the game by any means, by far, but I do want to let you guys know that it can be useful in certain situations. But as we're on our way there, let's stop and take a look at the illustration for the 3-star Umbra, because she's also one of the new units. She's the Dragon Agressus Hunter that is extremely, extremely useful early on and very, very tanky. She's like a tanky hunter, so you guys want to be putting her frontline. Even though she is a ranged unit, still put her frontline as well. But I think her illustrations are great. I think she's very well drawn and like honestly really pretty looking. So I know there's a lot of people bagging on the game right now, and they actually did come out with a full letter addressing the illustrations and the artwork and the graphics, etc. And I'm sure they're gonna update those and change them, so just bear with them for right now. I think one of the weird ones is like Abyssal Guard's head. I think is kind of weird, but like other than that, guys, come on, the graphics aren't that bad. They're also going to add the chessboard back into the UI for the lobby, which I thought was a really cool feature, and they're going to bring that back, so don't worry about that. But one of the things that I've been getting asked a lot about, and it kind of just is easy to talk about it as I'm going to where I want to show you guys how the skill works, is my chessboard. People have been asking me a lot about my chessboard, and I think it's one of the nicest ones in the game. It's the Hall of Judgment, which I got from the store for 2,999 cookies. You can just buy it by getting cookies, and you get cookies by selling some of your old decorations. So while I pull it up here, this is what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous, right? It's so clean, and I think it fits like my style of stream and videos and all that. It's just like amazing. So I'll probably end up just keeping this for a while, even though I have most of the boards. So let's talk about the Frostblaze Dragon skill, okay? So what it does is it builds an ice wall across the entire battlefield, okay? Now it doesn't put it on the actual place where you stand itself, it puts it on the line. Now this is also very important to note as well, is that it's always going to put the wall on the line to the right of the dragon. If you watch the clip as well, every single round that I had the Frostblaze Dragon in, it always put the wall on the right side line from where it was positioned. So you're going to want to know that, because the way that you want to use the skill is to isolate key units from the other team. Now the reason why is because as far as the wall is concerned, you can't shoot over it. So what I mean by that is if there is an enemy piece here and there's your piece here, you can't shoot over the wall. You can't attack over the wall. You can't attack through the wall. So what's going to happen is you're going to see your piece jump over the wall and then attack it, or their piece is going to jump over the wall and then attack you. However, if their piece is still here and you're over here, if there is another enemy piece on their side, you're going to prioritize that piece over the one that might be closer to you on the other side of the wall. And then until all of those units are dead on the current side of the wall that your piece is on, it is not going to move to the other side until that happens. Okay, you guys follow me so far? Makes sense, right? So it's working the same way for the opponent as it is for you, which means that what you can do is, say if there's a dwarf sniper right here from the enemy team, you can put your Frostblaze Dragon right here, along with maybe another tank if you want to soak up more damage from it, and it's going to put the wall along this line. So then the rest of the team for the hunters or whatever they might be building, say it's a mage team and they have a Tortola Elder here, it's going to have the Tortola Elder on this side of the wall and then along with the other units that it has on this row. And then it's going to leave the rest of your team in this corner, and it's going to isolate the rest of those guys here on this side of the wall. So you're going to be able to use all of your skills, take care of all of the rest of the team, while their carry unit is on the opposite side of the wall, hitting these units until basically there's no other units on this side. So again, you want to make sure that you have a tank unit that's able to soak up the damage from the unit that you isolate on that side of the wall. Again, it could just be a Tortola Elder that's going to shoot this way instead of across the entire battlefield against this team. So again, it's really, honestly, it's one of the cooler skills, but it does take a little bit of thought process of where you position it. And the positioning is so critical that it can either work against your favor, like if you put it right here and your team is cornered and you put up a wall this way and there's nobody on this side of the wall because their team is set up on this side, then what's going to happen is all of your carries are going to jump over the wall looking for units to attack, and they're going to be like all out in the open. You're going to have your dwarf sniper like up in this area, like trying to tank stuff. I don't know. It's going to be a mess. So I think that's why the Frostblaze Dragon gets like such a bad rep, is because people just don't know how to use it yet. But honestly, it can be so game changing. Now, again, it's not the best legendary unit in the game, but it can be extremely game changing, especially in higher ranks when you're trying to isolate their carry. It's honestly, I'm excited about how people are going to start to use it now that they know, or hopefully are going to start to know, how it actually can benefit them. Now, if you guys have any questions on how the ultimate works or other things like that, please go ahead and comment down below. If it helps you out in any sort of way whatsoever, I really recommend considering liking the video, and if you haven't already, subscribing. If it hasn't helped you out, then sure, go ahead and dislike the video. I really encourage you guys to let me know either way. But one other piece of information that I think is going to help you guys change your game this season, for season 4 in 2020, whatever you guys want to call it, is the way you guys build items. I've been playing around with it, and I think that I have really the best information for you guys as far as items. I know this is like not anything to do with the 3-star Frostblaze Dragon right now at this point, but if you guys are interested in upping your gameplay, as far as the items are concerned, you're going to want to build the halberd every single time. The reason why is because if you get this early on, you can essentially take a unit advantage over the opponent that you're up against every single round. And it's not just a unit advantage, but it's isolating and taking out their best unit in that round. So say round 4, they have a 2-star Hell Knight or something, and you want to get rid of that unit and focus on the other units while that one gets like focused down, or it basically can't do anything, right? It just stands there for an entire 5 seconds, which can alter the outcome of the round. So basically what I'm saying is, if you get a lucky coin and a life crystal by round 1, 2, and 3, you build that every single time, no matter what build you're going, whether it's mages, hunters. I mean, I don't know how many people know what build they're going by round 3 anyway, but you're going to want to build that every single time, because that is what can make or break you being on a win streak or a lose streak. Honestly, in the other side of things, if you can't get a Cloud Halberd, then chances are you are not going to win streak. So you might as well start a lose streak at round 4. And as I'm saying that, I just want you guys to know as well that I think the worst part about this update is the balance of the items. I'm not sure what they were thinking with all of these changes, but having Cloud Halberds be so easy to obtain by round 3, it basically removes a lot of builds from the game, like Shadow Crawler, building assassins. If anybody has a Cloud Halberd, you're most likely going to die. Assassins are going to die within 5 seconds, and Shadow Crawler is probably going to die within 5 seconds if she can't start killing things, or like getting her HP back by using like a frantic mask or something, right? So assassins are almost obsolete. Even knights with like a 3-star Lightblade Knight is extremely difficult unless you have a secondary carry that can kind of help you, or if you have halberds of your own, so that way you can counter the other team's halberds. Like literally everything in the game right now is focused on halberds, and you can honestly take the I'm getting tilted about this because I know that it's like so imbalanced and they really need to fix this, but I'm telling you guys how to change your game right now is that you don't even need to worry about building a Dragonbone Ballista ever. Unless you have like an abundance of Ghost Blades, which I don't know of any game that have really had a super high abundance of Ghost Blades. But the reason why is because Ghost Blade goes into the Halberd of Judgment, and because Cloud Halberds are so easy to get, you're gonna have a Cloud Halberd. And if you don't have a Cloud Halberd, then you are essentially low rolling items, and you 9 times out of 10 will not win that game without a Cloud Halberd, because their carry is just going to destroy you, and you're going to get Cloud Halberd yourself on your carry, and you're not going to be able to do anything. And the Halberd of Judgment is a way better use of your Ghost Blade than going into the Dragonbone Ballista. So this item, don't really build it. You can build this item because the Crystal Swords don't really do anything for you, but just save your Ghost Blade for the Halberd of Judgment. That is like the main thing that you guys want to be focusing on. Everything else, this isn't a full item tutorial. I just want to give you guys that one bit of information. And if you guys do want a full item tutorial of what's going on with the items nowadays, let me know and I will make that video for you. But aside from that, hopefully this helped you guys out. Good luck in your games this season. I will see you guys tomorrow for another video, and I can't wait to show you guys what that one's all about. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.